Osha was a 10-year-old boy with an endless imagination and a love for adventure. This Christmas, he had one wish that he kept secret: to meet Santa Claus. He wasn't sure if Santa would ever visit his small house on the edge of town, but he hoped with all his heart. On Christmas Eve, as the snow blanketed the ground outside, Osha prepared for bed. But instead of sleeping, he stayed awake, staring at the twinkling Christmas lights. "If Santa really visits, I want to see him with my own eyes," Osha whispered to himself. Suddenly, there was a strange noise from the roof. A soft thud, followed by the sound of bells jingling. Osha's heart raced. He jumped out of bed and tiptoed toward the living room. The fireplace flickered, glowing brighter and brighter until, poof, a man in a red suit stepped out, his white beard sparkling in the light. It was Santa Claus. "Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!" Santa's voice was warm and full of cheer. He adjusted his sack of presents and looked around. Osha couldn't believe his eyes. "Santa, is it really you?" he asked, stepping out of his hiding spot. Santa turned and smiled. "Well, hello there, Osha. You're not supposed to be awake, young man." "I stayed up just to meet you," Osha said, his voice trembling with excitement. "I have so many questions." Santa chuckled. "Then it's a good thing I have some time tonight. Come with me, and I'll show you the magic of Christmas." Before Osha could reply, Santa waved his hand, and the room filled with golden sparkles. In the blink of an eye, Osha found himself sitting next to Santa in a flying sleigh, soaring above the snowy rooftops. The reindeer galloped through the sky, their bells ringing in harmony. "Wow!" Osha exclaimed, looking down at the twinkling lights of the town below. "This is incredible." As they flew, Santa shared stories about his Christmas adventures. He told Osha how the reindeer could fly thanks to magical stardust, how elves worked tirelessly in the North Pole to make toys, and how the Christmas spirit kept everything alive. Their journey ended at Santa's workshop. Osha's eyes widened as he saw elves buzzing around, wrapping presents, and singing cheerful songs. Mrs. Claus greeted him with a warm smile and a plate of cookies. "You have a curious mind, Osha," Santa said as they sat by a glowing fireplace in the workshop. "It's kids like you who keep the magic of Christmas alive." As the night drew to an end, Santa handed Osha a golden bell. "Keep this to remember our adventure," he said. When they returned to Osha's living room, Santa said, "Before I go, let's share something with the world." Osha nodded excitedly. He turned to an audience and said, "Hi, everyone. If you love this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you won't miss any magical adventures. And don't forget to spread happiness this Christmas." Santa added, "Wishing you all joy and laughter in the new year. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas." And just like that, Santa disappeared, leaving behind the scent of cinnamon and a trail of golden sparkles. Osha smiled, knowing this was a night he'd never forget. The next morning, Osha woke up to find the golden bell shining on his bedside table. He smiled, remembering the magical adventure and feeling grateful for the spirit of Christmas.